This upstairs will be better portrait style. I do like the performance carpet. If you're gonna have carpet, this is best of both worlds because it's like, it's low pile, right? Like it's not the big fuzzy kind of carpet that sticks up, but I can tell you it's very padded, so it's not uncomfortable. The loft, I can tell that they probably want to look at it as a little TV area for kids, but I really think the best use of it is put some little built-in desks and make it a homework area. You have one right there by the window, another one right there. You got your game room closet. And then as we discussed, there's 2 bedrooms here, both very large. There's a shared bathroom, tub shower again. So this is for everybody upstairs to use. This is a very, very large child's bedroom for sure, with a pretty for real walk-in closet. Yeah. And then for the oldest child, hollow doors, I just had to check. For the oldest child, there's it looks like about the same, it might be even bigger, about the same, but they will have a decent walk-in closet as well. I think they call this a step-in closet, and their own bathroom, which of course we like a lot. They're all tubs. That's helpful because whatever room we decide to put the baby in, if this were the crib room, you'd have the tub right there, you know, so good for when we're starting out. So that's 1 guest room downstairs, 2 bedrooms upstairs, and then we go to the master. The nice part of the master is if you look, it is over the kitchen and the office, so it's a very private space. We're the only ones that spend time in the kitchen and the office. So if we're going to the master, we have a lot of privacy. There's a lot of distance between us and the downstairs guests, us and the kids. And then again, this will be a master's retreat. And this is where we actually put a TV and chairs or sofa. Like there's no reason not to put a real, just a real master's retreat here. Good natural light as well, with 2 windows, one of which has a very nice view when you walk in, which is nice. Obviously the bed, actually let me go wide angle here just to help. So big space here. I mean, it's at least 10 feet wide, which means this is at least 20 feet wide, which is huge for a bedroom. It's probably more like 12. We'll of course face neighbors directly. So we will keep these shades closed most of the time, which is how we do it anyway. I might even do automatic shades here and we just run them on a timer so that when it's nighttime or any time that we may be in here sleeping or whatever, we can close it, but we already do the privacy. All right, I'm standing back here to see how much room this really is, and it's just tremendous. The walk-in closet is not as big. Oh good, there's a light here. Not as big as the Chatfield, but we can put closets, systems in all of this. Right now, I think it's actually good enough for a lot of our hanging clothes together. Like we could fit most of our stuff here, but like you said, we'll need shoe racks and we'll need multiple levels and probably make sure one's good enough for dresses. So we would just tear all this out and redesign it on our own. Hardly anything comes with built-in closets anyway, and this way we can really make it our own. And the largest bathroom known to man. So we each have vanities. Oh, I didn't know I could do wide space on the video. Okay, this is much better. So this is the real look. It's more of a wide lens. So like we talked about, we could easily have a whole makeup vanity area here. It's just as big as this wide vanity. So you wouldn't even be like pinched or anything or cramped. You could really set it up here with your chair and everything. And then you have your own drying area, your own towel rack, just kind of whatever you think you need for help, a little bench, whatever you wanted. I could do the same thing with like a teak drying rack and my towel, and whatever else I wanted. And then we could easily hang robes up here. Hell, we could do a robe on each side if we wanted, or whatever other items we might like as just temporary attire. You know, it's funny, the soaking tub is not as big. Like, I'm not a big bath guy anyway, but I probably wouldn't use this. The one in the Chatfield and even the Pinecrest, I could actually comfortably use, but we are not gonna buy a home based on my bath taking habits. Let's look at privacy. Even if you're totally naked, I guess whoever's on that porch, so I guess this would have blinds, which I don't think was a problem anyway. Sorry, I'll show you a real picture here. Yeah, I mean, you put those shutters up just like they had in the Chatfield for a reason. And there's a good amount of separation here. Here's something you have to, okay. If you look, there's no room for a barn door here. There's no room on either side for a barn door. So while we're showering, this area will be open. Let's see if there's at least the possibility. Yeah. So it looks like if you really wanted, you could do a barn door here. This is not a very big walkway. But we could do a barn door here. I think the trade-off would be it needs to be, like there's not a whole lot of margin for, like there only has a tiny bit of room to the left here for the barn door to correctly work. We'll have to figure that out. Hell, maybe we can just put a door here. We should learn about that for now. That would be nice to know. What's interesting is they wired this for data and for a TV, but like if you put a TV there for the bed, I don't know what you put here. I don't know what goes there. Actually, I do. I will always love the idea of a proper reading room. And we have just enough room here to put like a comfortable chair or two where we can sit with a nice, like warm, intimate lamp and just read in peace and wind down before bed. I don't like reading in bed. That could be a good use. I don't really want a TV in here, you know, I feel. So I'm not a big fan of even having a TV up here, but a reading room and just a place to unwind before it's technically time to sleep, that appeals to me a lot. All right.